This is a metal baffle for keeping squirrels off of a bird feeder. I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase one, it would cost you about $26. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinion remains my own. Alright, so in the box we have a flat pack set of metal, and it comes with two tools, a little screwdriver and a wrench, and it comes with 4 of these little baffle pieces and some hardware. And it does not appear to come with any form of instructions for assembling said hardware. So we're going to figure this out on our own from the pictures provided on the listing, I guess. So my understanding here is that these guys will clamp to the pole, and then the springs kind of hold this guy up. And if a squirrel tries to jump around it, it swings and keeps the squirrel from being able to grab it and they fall off. So that's my understanding of how this thing works. Now we have to put it together to make it work. It looks like it's thin metal. There are slots and there are tabs, so it looks like you put the tabs in the slots and pull down and it locks in place that way, and then there's these things here you maybe can bend over to lock it in place. And there are a lot of these little clips, and I don't know if I need to use all of these clips or if these are for hanging it if you were to hang this from a wire or string as opposed to mount it around a pole. And this guy here has, it looks like 4 little hooks, and I'm assuming these springs hook in those 4 holes to hold the baffle up. But there are absolutely no instructions included on how to set this together. Alright, I found a video on the listing that just kind of demonstrated how to hook it together, and what you do is you put these clips on each end of the springs, and you do have to kind of assemble this thing around the pole. So these guys will clip onto these things here, and then the springs go onto that, and then the springs clip with the other end to these guys here on each side. And you basically put it halfway assembled around the pole, clip all the springs on, and put the last piece on, and it's going to hang on the pole and bounce around on it. So I'm going to have to put this out to the pole and put it up there. Put the black clips at either end of the spring, and it appears that we have 2 extra black clips. There's also 10 of these little silver clips, so I think you could have used the silver clips instead of the black clips. The video showed the black clips, so I'm going to use the black clips. But it does look like there's a few extras there in case they break or get lost. You only have the exact right number of these guys with the nuts and the screws here. And so it looks like the wrench is to hold the nut, and the screwdriver is to turn the screw to get this onto your pole. And it looks like all of these guys just go together by hand, and I think you're supposed to bend these little tabs over to hold it in place. We'll play with it as we go outside. So this is my pole, and when there's a bird feeder at the top of it, squirrels are very good at climbing up and down it. So I have a 1-inch diameter pole, and there seems to be plenty of extra room here. You could go out to like 1.5 inches diameter, maybe even a little bit more, but it will clamp a 1-inch diameter pole as well. It might even go as low as a 3/4 inch diameter pole. Alright, just by holding the nut with my fingers, I was able to get this guy tight enough to hold itself on the pole, but I think squirrels would be able to pull it down, and so now I'm going to get the little wrench out and really tighten this guy down. Alright, so I have tightened this as tight as it can get. You know, those pieces of steel are touching, and I can still rotate it by hand, and I mean, it is able to be pushed down by hand, so it's not super tightly on there. Squirrels don't weigh much though, so they may not be able to move that at all. So if it becomes an issue, I'll wrap some black tape around the bottom and kind of build up an area where it won't go past that, but it might be strong enough to hold it in. We'll find out. It's not obvious, but the top bit here has to go in first, and when you slide the top bit in, like that, nothing else will match up until you bend it a little bit and go through this slot and slide it down. So you have to slide that slot down, and this guy is bent, so you can easily bend it and put these other two in place through the slot here. And quite honestly, I'm not 100% certain, but I think we're supposed to put all three through that slot and then maybe bend one tab in the middle in, but I'm going to get the other two sides up first. Okay, I have 3 pieces put in, and that means I have all 4 of these little circular points where the springs mount. So I'm going to mount the springs on all 4 of those now. See, I'm not sure if there's a right orientation to put these guys in. I just clipped them in. The 2 on the back are kind of hanging off of the screws there. But we got 4 of these guys. Now we just have to hook them up to that thing that fell off my ladder. All right, I have the 2 on the back hooked up. I've realized I can't hook up these 2 on the front until I put the piece of metal through those guys. So I'm going to have to do that from the bottom. I'm going to reach up, put the piece of metal on the outside, reach up from the bottom and hook these 2 in. All right, I was able to put the 4th piece of metal on. It's mostly holding itself in just with these little hooky things. I'm going to reach inside and hook those little springs into it now. All right, that guy is hanging and blowing around in the wind. You probably can't see this at all, but I took the little middle tab and I folded it over on all 4 of these middle tabs on the bottom. Kind of try to keep these bottom bits apart. And basically this guy is just hanging by those 4 springs, and I guess the idea is the squirrel can't climb up the middle. It looks to me like there's enough room. If this guy were to move over, the squirrel could kind of push past it, but maybe that's not going to happen. I think the idea is the squirrel is going to try to like grab the edge and it's going to slide around and they can't get a grip on it. I don't know. I think, if I were a squirrel, I think I might be able to get my fingernails in these little cracks. So I guess time will tell if this is squirrel proof or not. Okay, now we have the squirrel proof baffle, supposedly squirrel proof, and we will see how that works. So we have a hurricane scheduled, so that's going to be a test for this pole and baffle and bird feeder system in general. After the tropical cyclone force winds came by, that pole is bent at a 15-degree angle off to the side, but the bird feeder has not fallen over.